Welcome back, guys, to our DSA challenge series. In this particular phase of our series, we are looking at the questions which are based on tree data structure. So let us see our today's question. Our today's question is sum root to leaf numbers. In this, we are given the root of a binary tree which contains digits from 0 to 9 only. This is the condition which is specified in the condition question already. Now, each root to leaf path in the tree represents a number. For example, if the root to leaf path is 1, 2, 3, there is a node 1, then node 2, then node 3. So this represents that this root to leaf path will represent the number 1, 2, 3. So what we need to do is we need to return the total sum of all the root to leaf numbers. It means we need to find all the root to leaf paths. We need to convert all the root to leaf paths into a number. And after that, we need to sum all of those numbers and we need to return that. I hope the question is very much clear to you all. And leaf node is a node with no children. It means its left child and its right child do not exist. It is the last node of a tree. So we will understand this question with the help of an example first of all. In the example number 1, we are given a tree in which the root is 1 and its children are 2 and 3. So the root to leaf paths are 2. The first path can be 1, 2, and the second path can be 1 and 3. So this first path 1 and 2 will represent the number 12. And the second path 1 and 3 will represent the number 13. So the sum of both of these numbers will be 25. So our output is going to be 25. In the similar way, in example number 2, the root to leaf paths are 495, 491, and 40. There are 3 root to leaf paths. The very first path will represent a number 495, second one will represent 491, and third one will represent 40. So all of their sums is going to be 1026. So we will return 1026. So I hope the question is very much clear to you all. And the approach is also clear. And what we are going to do is we are going to find all the root to leaf paths. After finding root to leaf paths, we are going to convert it into a number. And after converting into the numbers, we are going to sum all of them. So this is going to be our approach. The question is pretty simple. So now let us see our code of this particular question. The very first step is to calculate root to leaf paths. So for that, we have made a function which will help us to calculate the root to leaf paths. In that, we have defined a 2D vector which will contain our root to leaf paths. So what we are doing is we are applying if root double equals to null, then we will return. Otherwise, we have made a vector v1 in which we are going to push roots value. Then we are going to call roots left. Then we will check whether roots right is double equals to null and then root left double equals to null. This condition means that particular root is going to be the leaf node. So if that is a leaf node, it means one path is completed. So what we will do, we will push v2 in our v1 vector, v2 dot pushback v1. So in this, one path is completed. Then we will call root right and then we will pop back. So this particular function will help us to return all the root to leaf paths in a particular tree. So now our vector v2 will contain all the paths from root till the leaf. Now what we are doing is in line number 32, we are defining a variable s whose initial value is 0. This s variable we are going to return because we need to find the sum of all the numbers represented by root to leaf paths. So that we are going to store in s. Initially it is 0. Now for int I equal to 0, I less than v2 dot size I plus plus int p. We are taking p to find the number which that root to leaf path represents. So that is why every time we need to initialize it with the value 0 because for every path the p will start with 0. Now for j equal to 0, j less than size j plus plus. This particular loop is going to define one root to leaf. So what we are doing is p equals to p into 10 plus v2 at the index of I at the index of j. So in this way, when this loop will get completed in the variable p, we will have the number represented by that particular root to leaf path. So what we are going to do, we are going to sum it in s equal to s plus p. And once the entire loop gets completed, we are going to return s, which is the sum of all the numbers represented by root to leaf path. I hope the question is very much clear to you. It is very simple. What we did is, first of all, we have calculated all the root to leaf paths in a particular tree. After calculating all the root to leaf paths, we have converted them into number one by one, and then we have summed all of them. So this was the question. I hope it is clear. If it is clear, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends as well. Thank you.